Hey guys, Susanna here. Well, I am continuing on with my treasured memories or treasure hunt piece. I have done some homework and I've been doing some canvas stitching, as you can see on the background. Still need to, I've sort of just stitched that down. I've got to put that on there as well. And as you can see, I need to stitch that lace on the top down. Just started doing that. Need to do a little bit more. So done it under here, done it under here. I was going to start my other piece just directly here, but it didn't work that well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that up there. I've got this in this corner. Here's Corinne's piece as well that I have put into it. So I spoke with Corinne this morning and I said to her, I hope you don't mind, but I sort of did a few things. There was a piece here that I thought you couldn't see the bird, like it sort of distracted from the bird, so I unpicked it and there was already still seed stitching underneath there. And then she had a flat rolled ribbon rose, and I got one of these and cut out that middle part, and so then I had you know, all that around that, and then so I've pulled it out and put it behind there and put the two remaining bits underneath here. Took out the eyelash trim that was in the rose and then put a button on there and sort of tied it in with, and then stitched that on, and then had this bit here which was underneath there, so I took that out and I put that in here because there was this other little rose there which was really quite sticking out. I left that on there, quite like that, because it ties in that. So well, the new prompt is love. So I really love this. This is my French fabric from when, you know, that really nice piece that I got from France and sold the packs for. And yeah, so I got, where are these little pieces and all that kind of, so I do have a little bit, some leftover pieces. I'll probably use that in a piece or something like that. So yeah, these are the little leftover pieces. So isn't that gorgeous? Really like that. So I thought I'm going to incorporate this piece, and I had that William Morris piece, and initially I had cut out the whole bit like that and did that, and I'm like, oh, it's too much, and it goes quite well with this because it's sort of got a real soft olive green, because the greens I've used have been that sort of, it can go all right with that. There's a little bit of olivey green on here. Yeah, so I'm trying to incorporate. I'm still not 100% convinced that I'm going to be using it there, but yeah, I thought it was funny that I just did a video which I had up on Thursday, and you know, saying that I can incorporate this piece. You know, William Morris really like it, and I do love it, but I'm just a bit worried. And these here, now that I've got everything else next to it, I'm like, oh, I really don't know. But this piece is from France, and it just seems to work in here, and I had this tiny little piece that I sort of tucked in here and wanted to incorporate that. I am seriously thinking of unpicking the orange ones. Really don't think they work at all, unless I just completely go over it altogether, but I quite like the green. Yeah, so, and I even, like, it had a little piece, see how that's here, it was like that, and I'm like, it needs some sort of thing to cover over the top, the edge there, to incorporate in with the lace. that is going along here. So it's definitely a work in progress, and it's turning out to be quite massive. So what I am going to do, the reason why I've got bits and pieces like that over there is because it just finishes, and it's really annoying. Like, that's a full, and the worst part of that is I'm going to have to cut that off as well. So what I'm going to do, I've also got, where is it, this piece, I love this, and I want to incorporate this into the piece as well. And when I was, doing it, it sort of went like that, and I thought I was going to tuck it underneath. How good does that look? But I might wait. Thought I wanted to, maybe put that over the top, because I can't really do it that way. So yeah, we'll just wait and see. But it just works so well with it. Yeah, not going to have any, I haven't got much piece left. I might have to do, treasure hunt part 2 and use another piece. And maybe make that a bit more like in the reds and blues. So, but for now, I am going to be incorporating this. Ugh, it's such a big piece. I haven't been out in my craft room for a while because I've been so busy with bits and pieces. Now this here, just unpick, got pins sticking out everywhere. Where are we? Was this old tattered, look at that, it was all wrecked, and I thought, I really love the lace and everything on there, and it just sort of softens that part there. This I wanted that to go underneath. That's another piece like French lace, and I really love the way that this is sticking out like that. So bring that element back down here again, then it sort of like sticks up. But I do love this, and it sits in there just perfectly, right there and there, sitting over the top. So what I am going to have to do is I will grab this pin and pin that down here. You've got all these little elements of bits and pieces that have come off, like that was on, this part was part of that. So okay, how are we going? Yes, we're in. So I'm still not 100% sold on that, but I do need to get this piece down. So I've got these pieces, and I do like that, but it might be a bit much. Oh, I love the smell. It's from Deborah. I'm just wondering, I don't know. I think I've got it down to that size, and I do like it, and I wanted to put the word love just here. So we're gonna take that off for now, because I need to do some stitching onto this. So, but I've got the layout, and that I definitely want to do. So I'm going to stick these down. Yeah, I showed Corinne this piece, and I said, I hope you don't mind, like she goes, yeah, well, that's what, you use it and you put it to how it suits what you want to do with the piece and fits in with yours. So she was okay with me doing it, because it yeah, you need to adjust it to suit your own piece. Now that's going to go over, and the same with this. Okay, so always get, like, I know I've taken a picture, so I do know where these bits are going to go, so I might just get a bit of a layer. So there we go. These are the bits that are going to go there. And this little bit here, let's see, nothing goes to waste. That was from here. It was this little piece here was just a small bit I got from France. I went into a store and had a little bits and pieces of stuff. So I was pretty lucky to find some of the stuff. So that can go over there as well. Okay. Maybe we can just fold that over just so it's out of the way. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this is maybe I can move it over and do this, because I do want to keep the cup. I really do like it, but it means I'm going to have to cut some of this off, and don't really like the idea of doing that, but I may have to. It's getting tucked underneath anyway. So it's not there we go. So not covering the cup. Have that going over the edge. I think it was going to go up. So what I do need to do with this bit is do an invisible stitch to hold it down. Isn't it gorgeous? I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. So that's what I'm going to do for my love. Do a beautiful piece of fabric which is very much cherished. You know, like I did sell the packs and didn't get to keep a great deal of stuff, and this is one of the pieces that I'm like, yep, definitely keeping that, and I'm going to be embroidering that, and that sort of tones in with that. So needs to go up a tad more. Definitely need to stitch it down so it doesn't go anywhere. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. Do a few more of these small pins so they're not going to be as painful. And then do a bit of a basting stitch. It's just so pretty. This is going to be quite a bit of work because I'm going to do some thread stitching on that. So yeah, definitely, but it's going to be worth it. Okay, so I've got this piece here, and I'm going to grab myself a needle, okay, just to do a little bit of the invisible stitch. I may just start it on camera and then you know, turn it off, because it's pretty boring for you to sit there and watch me do invisible stitch. But at least you got a bit of an idea of what I'm going to be working on. I mean, I still have to work on my mannequin. Because this one is so full, the next lot of stuff I do, I might just work on that. But I'm just not going to let it stop me from doing what I think is going to work on this piece, and you know, add it a little bit later. No, so hopefully, yep, min camera. Oh, it's just gorgeous, isn't it? Just gorgeous. So to do invisible stitch, you just go down, grab a pinch, and then come back up. Geez, it's a long piece, but definitely need to do it so it doesn't move on me, because it's quite fine fabric, as it's pretty old. Might move that across and make it go that way. Okay, so you just pinch a little bit that's really close to it, come up, and if you do it in a colour that's close to the background colour, you will not see anything. And I'm just doing it with a polyester cotton thread to basically hold it down. Definitely covered this tea towel completely, that's for sure. Okay, so I will probably turn it off and finish doing this, and then I'll be back when I've done the whole lot. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, well, I'm back again. That took a little while. As you can, I don't know if you can see it too much, but you can, it's all along there, but it needed to be done because it's such a big piece. And I cut a little bit extra because I wanted to see that. So what I might do next, do it all in the process, I might stitch these pieces down. So whether I do it with this or actually get a, you know, a darker color thread like that for that, I might use that actually. And then on that one, do I do this? Oh, that's pretty. So I'll do a lighter, no, definitely that one, or maybe even a lighter thread. Now this is a DMC thread. I was going to use that, but I think this matches better. Okay, I'll zoom in a tad. Just so gorgeous. Now, how many threads on here? I think there might be 4, so I might do it in half. And just stitch that down. And what I might do with this one is actually do a running stitch. My tummy is letting me know it is hungry, but I'm like, nope, need to do stitching. Sorry tummy, not listening. Okay, because I've been just so busy doing everything with my website, I haven't had the chance to do much YouTube stuff. So I might come in through here, but I want to keep that pin in. Okay, stitch it. There we go. Just want to hold that down, and I'm just going to do bit of a small running stitch. And actually really like the little fray bits, so I'm going to keep them. And I'm going to try and stick with being straight, so I'm going to have to go back up and come along here, just to keep it straighter. Just love this. I love this fabric. It's so dainty. Actually, pin. I wanted to stick that underneath, so I will get a pin. There we go. Along there. Yes, it's not going to be a 5-minute video. It's going to take a bit to get this done, but that's what happened with the top of it as well. You know, did some running stitch to hold it all, and I quite like the look of it. Do that, and maybe grab one of the smaller pieces. Here we go. Okay, now what I'm going to do, actually I might just hold it down with the little stitch, and I will come up here and do a running stitch along here. I'll just have to catch the end of it, I think. Okay, there we go. Oh, very quiet, sorry. I've just been so used to doing the other stitching that I'm a bit quiet. Now I might just have to stop it there, and then maybe do some invisible stitch and just catch it in place, because you're not going to see that. Okay, and then come back up. So that we can start on the top section. Okay, so I'm thinking about there. So that's the only trouble when you've got a big piece. Okay, because we really don't want this to move. Okay, so because we're actually catching that piece on there now. Actually, move it over. Okay. Gonna hold that down and pull it over. There we go. So that'll catch on there. this and catch on here. And I'll grab a little pin so that this won't move while I'm waiting to stitch. There. Oh my goodness. Okay, take that underneath, go up there, and continue on with my running stitch. Such gorgeous, gorgeous fabric. See, I'm so used to doing little tiny stitches. I am not doing a invisible stitch. This is stitching we actually do want to see. Okay. Okie dokie. Oh, I might be going a tad close, I think. Okay. Need to go straight. Now hopefully I've got enough of this thread, which I do, to go up and down onto that. And I've got some of this up in the top there. So, okay, straight. Because we don't want to be too close together. There we go. Certainly know how to make work for myself, that's for sure. I mean, we're only how many prompts in, and I'm already nearly finished filling the whole thing. But I reckon I am going to, you know, fill in a prompt down the track with, you know, adding another piece so that I won't have to do that one. And if they say, you know, a doily, I've got that doily that I want to add to that side there. So, yeah. I mean, we can make things work in. There we go. Now, is that too close? See how we go. Because it's just such fine fabric. It's really nice to sew through, like to do slow stitching with. It's beautiful. So any of you guys who've got these, lucky enough to have purchased these packs, it's beautiful to sew with. Okay. I only want to do small little stitches because I don't want it to overpower and make the fabric about the feature, not the stitches, so to speak. Okay. I just want it to be held down at this point. Now, hold that in. Okay. Take that pin out now. And off we go. Hopefully this should be enough to hold this down. I can always do, you know, like a couple of little crosses or little edging stitches on that part, which I may very well do because this is an uneven piece of fabric, which did work very well. Okay, yeah, see, I may need a little more up here, which is like what was done on the other end. Okay. Yep. And I'm going to go down, yep, and finish off here actually, because I just don't think that's enough to finish that off. There we go. Always looks nice. There it is. I'm wondering where it went to. Okay, how many minutes? Oh, 31 minutes. See where we're up to. Okay, so that's been held down. So is that part, and I might come back undo that. So might, okay, undo some of these. Yep. Oh. There we go. There we go. Okay. So I want to make sure that it is going to be straight. Just do just a little bit of pinning. So that's being held down there. Such old fabric, I mean old lace, you can see that looking pretty ratty, but I love it. Little bits and pieces. I might, here it is, get another little pin to hold this guy down. Okay, so that's not going anywhere, hopefully. Now, okay, that was going to go over the top of that. Okay, swap in. Small pin to pin this down. Hang on a minute. That is a bigger pin to do this. And I'll do a couple of little bits. And then I want that to stay there. Small pin. Okay. And that's going to just sort of sit over the top. Okay. That's going to go over there. And this. Ugh. Tell you what, you really got to make things move and fit, I tell you. I think maybe I might need to pinch some from this end and pull it along. Sorry guys. So because at this point it is not quite enough. Okay, I'll grab that. Grab this. Grab that. Here we go, that's better. Giving me a little bit more room to play with. And that's going to go down there. I didn't want to cover the CM, but I wanted this to come up here. There we go. Manipulate things to make them fit, and that works. We'll do a little extra piece. Okay, so that's where we're at with this at the moment. So off camera I'm going to have to sort of come and stitch that. It's sort of up a little bit because I wanted it to match. I wanted it to match that. So see how we go once we've stitched everything down, whether I unpick that or not. I might even probably even just put some beads or something on there to soften it a bit. You know, come over it with a little bit of, I don't know. I don't know. And I know I've got these guys. Okay, so that is going to go. That's being pinned down, so that's good. Now this very dainty little lace is going to sort of sit just underneath that. I think it maybe has to go a little higher, to be honest. There we go. To try and catch it underneath. There we go. And then this is going there. And then that this little piece was going to be gathered in there. Pin. I'll do that in a minute. So I think that's probably all we'll get done at this point. I might zoom out again. No, out. That's as far out as I can go. Okay, it's a fair bit, isn't it? And then we're going to have that on top of there like that. Got little bits and pieces that I probably could stick on, but there we go. And now I'll just pin them into place, and that's how we're looking. I don't mind that. I think that looks pretty good. At least we've got the one whole piece and then a bit of a half of one of that. I like me likes. Oh, me still haven't got the heart on there. I'm wondering, do I have it up there? No. Maybe still stick it there. What do you think? I mean, the whole point is it's about love, isn't it? So we do need a heart, and I'm going to do the word love along there, which I've got with the pen, and then these are probably going to go in here to cover up that part there. And that's just I'll probably just stitch there and leave this loose so that I can tuck something underneath there. That will work. So that's the basis of where we're at the moment. So I've got quite a bit of work to do behind the scenes, but that's where we're at. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in probably the next video will be my my last of my vintage sewing techniques. So I'll be finishing off and putting my crazy patchwork into my book. Okay guys, well thank you very much, and I will catch you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.